Probably all sorted now. Hope it is anyway. Just wait a quick second. Oh, I didn't even realise I was playing my own stream then. I was wondering why I heard myself. Just put this in chat. Fucking shitty chat. Can I please do? Okay, and then start that. Copy link. Oh fuck me, oh my, that's so bad. Oh hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry, but hello. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna wait a second for people to actually, well, probably no one else will come in, but you know, just give time in case people was to come in, you know. Just letting my Black Knight cover, no, not Black Knight, Black Knife cover play in the meantime. So that there's something going on while I wait. Can I pin that? No, I cannot pin that. Oh no, I can. Got it. And then I'll delete the other messages because now they're useless. Remove that. Okay, I think it's sorted. Probably gonna wait like an extra minute. Looking at my live stream timer counter thing, it's been 4 minutes so far and I don't want to start in 4 minutes. So I don't know, just a weird thing. Actually, I'll wait. I was gonna say I'll wait for this to finish, but it has finished. It has finished the loop, so I guess I'll just get started. To make things quicker, because I did want to start getting on a stream straight away instead of having to transcribe things. I downloaded a recreation which should make it so that obviously I still have to do everything myself, but the notes are already there, which should help me get this along a bit quicker, hopefully. Just gotta wait for it to load. So let me sort this out. I love the rudeness. Fair enough. I can't say I've heard the opening of Digimon Tamers. There was a Digimon show I used to watch at some point, but I can't recall if that would have been it. But yeah, I do like the Rude Buster one I made. I think I love them all. I think Rude Buster's personally my least favourite. But I'm glad there's people that enjoy it. Just shrink this down a bit. So I'm not actually sure where to get started with this because I know it's a very percussion heavy track. Yeah, probably get this sorted out the way actually. If anything's too quiet or too loud, you can say, by the way. I don't usually stream too often, so I have not mastered the way of having things leveled at all. You'd think I would, because I'm a musician, obviously, but it is the way. Okay, so this lot seems to be the actual snare rolls. Just get something rough for now. I don't need anything perfect. Okay, they're not anything important, I don't think. Okay, they are, though. They are. I don't like how this... I was going to keep it on the usual grid. But I don't know, I don't like that. It'd technically be more accurate if it was. Well, more accurate to how the original soundtrack does its thing. But I don't know, I just don't like it. So that's just going to be a duplicate of that. I'll just do this. Put it on max. Let's just say that for now. No. I don't think the change is too noticeable there. Do you notice that vocal franchise just got... See. I don't know about that. I still keep up with Digimon because it's there was some anime I grew up watching. I don't know the name of it. I just know there was, because I know there's that little yellow dinosaur guy that I liked way back when. But so I do still keep up with it, and it does look like it's good. But I know I still enjoy the Pokemon side. I can't say it's brilliant. I'll say that much, but I know I still enjoy the Pokemon side, so I can't really say it's gotten worse per se. It's more of a thing where it's more of a thing where you just have to I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't want to say ignore the graphics, but the graphics are usually a bit mid. Like, even on the Game Boy Advance games, they're a bit mid. So like, I don't know if I'm saying what I want to say properly at all. I hope you get what I'm saying though. Like, I don't know, even with its shortcomings, I still enjoy Pokemon, so I can't really say I feel like it got worse. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry if that sounded like a whole bunch of gibberish to you. Okay, yeah, that drum loop sounds good. Just put it there for now. Just bring it all the way through. Pan 1 is anyway. No, that's pan 2. Okay, so it's something like that. My theory. Well, honestly, I'm not certain because there's a lot of places it can go by now. So I can't say what I think it will be. But I don't know. I think the I think there's gonna be some sort of thing involving, like them noticing they're in a game, so to speak. And I think Noel kind of gets onto this already with the fact that Chris has magically changed. If you know what I mean. So I think in side B, that's going to be explored. I don't necessarily have a theory on what else will happen in there, but I have a good feeling that she's going to realise she's in this made up world, so to speak. It's possible there'll be more sand stuff because I think it's pretty clear by now he is from Deltarune. And obviously there's got to be some way to explore him getting from Deltarune to Undertale. So it's possible there'll be sand stuff inside, but imagine inside. Yeah. I would love that, to be fair. I wouldn't say from what I've seen it's quite horror, but I know there was a Pokemon ROM hack that added kind of their weird route, and I believe it's a bit horror-ish like, and from what I've seen of that, I think it's cool. So I think it could also be cool if there was horror elements integrated into base Deltarune. I mean, it's probably possible anyway, because I'm not going to say whether I believe it or not, but obviously there's the theory where Chris and Noel kind of, I guess, fuse and become them, right? Like the amalgamates in the True Lab. If that theory's true and we see that inside B, I reckon there'll be horror stuff anyway. Okay. Well, I don't know about jump scares. I don't know if Deltarune's that kind of game where it'll pull off jump scares that well, if that makes sense. Because part of the charm is having a kind of art style, and to have jump scares be scary, sometimes you just do have to have it look relatively good. So I don't necessarily know about jump scares in the traditional sense. But like I said, I do think having horror aspects will be cool, and it's possibly likely. The term based on what theories are true. It all depends though. Like, it's Toby's game, it's not our game. We're not actually gonna know until it happens. If we're being perfectly honest. Is that? Oh, that's over there, so I can't do. No, I can't do that. This is already shaping into something. This is already shaping into something good. I'll leave that for now while I get the base sorted. Okay, yeah. I hope it does because oh yeah, it's definitely disturbing. I'll agree with you there. Especially with the writing of Noelle, because you just don't expect that from her. You just don't expect that kind of, I don't know, the way she's acting, you don't expect that from her at all. Because isn't it in the same chapter she's like fucking holy crackers or something? And then in the weird route she's going on this tirade. If that's the word. That could do. Well, that's a bit too low. Not really feeling that. No. Yeah, that. Oh, there's more. There probably will be. I think people have this idea that just because the final result is the same, because that's likely what Toby means by there being one ending, like the end result is the same. Like the roaring or whatever. But there probably will be more than one ending because, yeah, the result will be the same, but there will be different ways to get there. Just like, in any Sonic game, for example. Like you've got the high routes, you've got the middle routes, you've got the low routes. They'll give you drastically different times, and sometimes they can be a pain in the arse. But they'll get you to the end result of the signpost, if that makes any sense. So I think there probably is still going to be different endings, even if the end result is the same, which is likely what Toby meant. Again, I hope you get what I'm saying. We're not usually too good at talking, so you know. Let's do something like this. Maybe if we shrink this a little bit. Yeah, that could work. Let's turn this down a bit, perhaps. Maybe down there. That could work. That definitely could. Is it just the same? I mean, it is just the same, but then there's that, so I can't really just leave this pattern here. Yeah. To be fair, I would not hate that at all. Like, I don't think Sonic Racing Crossroads and Pokemon will be ever happening, so that will be a brilliant compromise for me. Because while I keep up with Digimon, I don't interact with it any, but I do still have that care for it because it's something I grew up with. So I think I still would love that in Crossroads, to be fair. Because I don't think Pokemon will ever happen, so that's out the window for me anyway. What if I move that across to give more time for this? I think this probably needs this, if I'm being honest. Let's see how this works together then. This probably needs to be laid with some. No, I have both. I have both watched and played. I could not tell you the names of anything, and haven't played them recently enough to say that I do play them, if that makes sense. Um, like I said, there was the one anime. Can't remember what it was called at all. I just know I did. And then there was a few DS games. Don't know. Dusk's coming to mind. And there was a. It's basically the situation where there's two versions of a Pokemon game, but that for Digimon. I don't know if it was like Dusk and Dawn or something. So I have played and watched Digimon, but it's like I haven't interacted with it recently enough to say that I do, if that makes sense. Yeah. And thanks for saying you think that. I think it is too, otherwise I wouldn't be putting it out, obviously. I'm glad other people feel the same way. Okay, that sounds good, but I know there's a guitar that comes in later. So that probably wouldn't be the best. I recommend you give. You know what? I did get 2 commissions recently, which gave me a fair bit of money. So I could probably actually buy that at some point. Maybe that. I know I don't stream often, but maybe that'll be whenever my next stream is. Because I want to stream more games anyway, now that I've got a capture card. I don't know, that's a good game as well anyway. I kept on hearing about it on Twitter. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I hope Sega. Yeah, I hope so too, to be fair. And with how good stuff is doing with Sega recently, I don't doubt that they won't do it. Like, they're investing a lot more in animation recently. I think this needs to be moved up a bit. I know this isn't accurate to the original Guardian track, but I don't know. It really is, man. It really is. There's not too much more I can say there, but yeah, it is gonna be fire. I trust in that. And hopefully, I know some people don't like the Sonic movies, but that should be sick as well. For me, anyway. I know people have their problems with it, but you know. I just think it's really gonna be a good time for Sonic in general, really. And it gets me excited as well because, like, Metal Sonic's in my top 3 of Sonic characters. I know he's been shown to be a fraud a lot of the time, but I don't know, man. Something about him just speaks to me, man. So like the fact that we're gonna have practically what, a whole year dedicated towards him. Do I want Crash to come back? I do want him to come back, but I'm just not certain. I forget whoever owns Crash right now. I'm not so certain it should be under them. Just because if you look at what's happened with Crash, the fourth game came out, and then what? You know what I mean? Like, people really enjoyed that from what I hear. I haven't I haven't had the chance to play the fourth one, but I've loved everything else of Crash that I've ever played. But I hear people really enjoyed the fourth one, and I heard it done really well. But then nothing from what I know. And like, if that's how companies gonna treat their character, I don't know how they're gonna treat him for future games, if that makes any sense. But I definitely want Crash to come back. That's for certain. Yeah, that's solid now, so I can put that in there. Let's just get rid of these so I know I haven't adapted all of this properly. Let me just name these properly. So this is a saw wave. And then this is a synth block too. And then let me put a Crash on. Probably something like this could work. No, I don't like that being pitched at all. Let's add a timpani in here. Okay, this can work. And put this under every one of them. Probably need to turn some of this down by now. Let me put on the picker panel so I can. Well, everything's still used somewhere, so I've missed putting stuff down somewhere. Probably there. She'll probably get on the choir soon. Oh wow, that's a lot. I obviously ain't gonna be able to fit all of that into 7 channels with considering everything else that's got to be there. So I might leave the choir till later. Because then I know how much channels I have to work with after. Just name these. The timpani. There we go. This probably should go on string. I think if I was doing this on my own, I'd probably put it on brass instead. I know it's on a string here, clearly as you can hear. But I don't know. I feel like brass would sound better, but I don't know. Something about me being live just made me change my mind and just, I don't know, do the string instead, I guess. See, that'll work well on brass, I think. Let's see. If I put this down. Oh, where is the brass? There's the brass. Okay, I don't think it should be that long. I should probably automate the volume a little. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. Maybe if I get rid of that. Yeah, that's better. And then obviously bring this over. Let's see if we can still use the brass here. Oh, I don't want to get rid of that. I don't know. Don't know if this one really works. I think I'll keep it for now. I'm not sure if that will be changing or not though. I'm not sure. Okay, this was on the brass before. I'll still put it on the brass, I think. Okay. Okay, I think that harmony will probably work better then. Probably. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid. Now the question is... No, I don't know. I think brass might work better. Since I'm using it as kind of a second layer here anyway. Put that there. Slap that. Put that there. No, that does not work, I don't think. Okay. That should hopefully work. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Bring this onto a new channel. Bring this onto another new one. Where's that? did I put it there? Guess I did. And where did I put the brass? Where in the world did I put the brass? Dun, 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 dun. Where did I put it? Unless did I? No, I didn't. What in the world? His brass is just gone? I know what to do to sort it. Yeah, I can just control Z all the while. Why did I forget I can do that? There we are. Didn't lose it this time. I hope not. There we go. This has sounded brilliant so far, man. Well, that probably should be strings instead, shouldn't it? Yeah, it probably should. Damn it, and there I was thinking I was onto something sick. Not everything works out though. I can't hate it. Can't hate it. Not everything works out. Should that be lower? Probably. Oh, I didn't realise the chat was up there. What's it doing up there? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so what's this doing? Well, that's something. I want to check the panning of all this actually. Just to be safe. Okay, yeah. Can never be too sure. Okay, let's name these string 1. Since that's not going to be used anymore, I could just reuse the instance. Let's just bring it all over. I have the FLP open for a reason. It's not like I won't credit the guy. Let's do it like this. Shall we? Then that, and that. I think this needs to be pitched down a bit. What are you on? Alright, it's 44. Let's say 2 semitones for now. I forgot to turn this down, I'm an idiot. Can that please go down, please? There we are. Okay. Not really fancying the choir so far. This is much more like it. I don't know, it being quieter just helps it, I think. Okay. So how do I manage this? I suspect that'd do solid, but then there's this one here. Maybe if I do that. Make sure it's on a good volume, obviously. Feels a bit too high, you know. Then that don't feel right either. We'll run with it for now, I guess. Just put that down there so I've got something to make sure it pastes the correct way. Otherwise that will happen, it'll be pasted offside, which is not what I wanted there. So that's 4. That's 4. That's 3. So I've got one channel left after this. This uses a lot of instruments, doesn't it? That's part of the challenge, trying to make it work. So I can't complain. That needs to be quieter. And that does actually. I think it still needs to be quieter. No, this probably needs to go up. Where's this from? Oh. So I can get rid of that. There's no way I'm gonna fit that into what's left, I don't think. This is just the base, so I can chop that off. I think I can get rid of that now. No, I do have shreddage. I don't know why this isn't playing. I'll just put my own shreddage. Unless I guess maybe it's a different shreddage, I don't know. I'll just put on this different version of Shreddage. It should be the same one though. Oh, that plays really low, doesn't it? Okay, well that's not right. Let me maybe put it on a instance of Shreddage. I mean, do I still have contacts for? Yes, I do. Unless it's contacts 5 I need. I just know that the original just know that the original Shreddage does not work on my contact 7 for some reason. There's Shreddage. He probably used X patches. Probably that one. Oh my days, it is contact 5 I need. Lucky me. Okay, this should be fine. Hopefully. X patches. Shreddage X. Yes. Whatever. There we go, something relatively accurate. Don't necessarily need the most accurate recreation ever, but I don't know, I think it should still have the shreddage there. Let's rename this. And what would work well with this one? Yeah. Guitar's probably gonna go here. So I'll put this here instead. That's 4. That'll be 4. And okay. Let's see how I feel about this. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's not. I didn't even put it in key, did I? I don't know how that's missing one. Yeah. And then put this here. Dun, 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 dun. This isn't turning out half bad, actually. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. It probably needs to turn down, like, say 3 for now. That leaves us with 4 left. No, 3 left, because if I end up this shredded... 3 left to do this. Just rename this. So this low one probably isn't going to work because I need tension. That could work. That doesn't. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, you know. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da. Hmm. I just did the same thing I was already intending. I am one smart fella, you know. Probably gonna put the same amount of attack on the. I'll make a separate instance and then say like, acquire attack. Because it's gonna be the same fading every time. There's no point doing automations for all that. Bring that in. Still not sure how I feel about this. Maybe bring that down. Hmm. Oh no, that's not accurate, but no, I actually like that. Hmm. Yeah, I've got to unmute everything else. I forgot about that. And let's say 3 for now. Yeah, it still needs to be turned down. Did I just turn that down? That one down? No. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'd like it if the lowest was on top, so let's do that. And let's say 25. Let's say 25 to that. Well, let's try 30. I just did that one. I'm an idiot. The lowest one shouldn't be panned in my opinion. So instead do that. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Trying to listen to see if there's anything else I can do to this section. I don't think there is besides the shreddage. Which granted is obvious. Yeah, solid. Oh, that's strange. I don't know why that's making no audio. It's really strange, actually. I know what it sounds like anyway. It is what it is. Hmm. See if I had it back down at the original pitch. Oh no, I didn't turn this down, so. No, I don't really fancy that. What if I did that? And set this on a different colour so I can select the echo a bit easier. I feel like having something to fill the gaps in here would probably be good. Or at least worth a shot. Maybe have a slide here. I don't know, I feel like it's something that'd happen. Maybe shrink it down a little and then bring it back. Yeah, that seems possible. Probably turn it down a bit more. What's the difference between this one and that one? Literally just a little gap. No point worrying about it. Okay, so now it's playing. Wonder why it wasn't before then. What did I have the volume of the other thing? Neither of them sound good at all. Yeah, I'd say that's solid. That's just lowering that so you can ignore them. There's no more space left for them. Or them realistically. I don't feel like that's contributing enough, so we'll just bring that over. And in that case, I can bring it over here too, which means I can get rid of that. Delete that. There's another pattern I don't need anymore. Where is that even being used anymore? I can get rid of them because they're probably not getting anywhere. Probably get rid of them. Them. No, not quite them. This can go there, that's cool. And so this can take the place of 31 as well. Which is honestly useful. Oh, that's what it was, wasn't it? What was this? Yeah, that's that. Just might as well get rid of them. Might as well copy paste. I mean, again, I had the FLP open to make it quicker in the first place, didn't I? Like I said before, I'm going to credit the guy who made it. Wouldn't usually do this. You know, this would be brought down to again, wouldn't it? You have something really low. Hmm. Hmm. No, I'm not really feeling that. Not really feeling that either. See, I think something like that's actually kind of cool. And that went on for those four. And these four. And that's just this. Is it 6 so far, actually? But. Hmm. Not sure how I feel about that. And again, it's there, isn't it? But I can probably still do all the stuff first, since I'm not sure about how I'm adapting the base. Like, I'm not sure if I want to adapt it accurately or not. Yeah, that's solid. Hmm. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Yeah, I don't get why that big smoke guy even said that. It's like, oh, glorified toy commercial. So, if it's good, it's good. Know what I mean? So I don't know why that person said that. Because like, I was gonna say an example, I forgot one if I'm being honest. But yeah, like, there's plenty of other things that are practically just commercials for products. And they're still pretty decent and pretty good. So like, I don't get what that guy's point was. That's probably what I'll bring over in it. Oh, I've only got what? I can probably sacrifice one of them layers. Still need 4 layers for the choir. So I've only got 2 layers to represent all of this. Let's copy this to compare the harmony with this, because then I know whether I can... Yeah, okay, so that saw wave 1 can go. Which means this one's probably the one that's being brought over. Oh yeah, I need to tune that, I forgot. Tuner. So I dance it. Increase the range to 3. Then do -229 instead. Yeah. Solid. I'll get rid of the panning for now. Although I'm not sure if maybe I'll actually want to keep it later. can bring this one over here, I feel like. Da, 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 da. I'm not really sure how I feel about that actually. Hmm. I think this is just copying the pattern of the square wave, you know. How does that sound? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that either. That's not good either. Dun, dun, dun. Thing is, I need to represent this in 3 layers if I'm doing that. Hmm. Okay, I think I know the plan. I'll put these down here, perhaps. Okay, now I need to match this up. That. That could work, actually. That could work. Definitely needs to be toned down a bit. Actually, yeah, that's solid. And bring this over to the violin. I'm not sure about that. Maybe this can work. I like where I'm going, I still don't think that specifically is the answer. Still not sure on any of this. Oh, that's too high. So it has to be down here. Hey man, that won't even. There she is. Hello. You want? What do you want? Come on. Beautiful kitten, man. Can take the piss sometimes, but otherwise she's a brilliant kitten, man. Yeah, that's solid. So what's the base doing here? Okay, yeah, I get what it's trying. This is the exact same as what the guitar's doing, so I might bring this over instead for the bass. It's probably what I'll do anyway. Yep, that's solid. Hi Charlie. I'd say we're like halfway through the track. But still, you didn't miss much. It was a lot of me just going, oh, I don't like that, oh, I don't like this. Yes, I agree, Charlie. Everyone should. Okay, so what are we doing here? C sharp, C and B. Okay. C sharp, C and B. Oh yeah, bring it down to. It don't even sound that different. Should probably start work on adapting the choir now. And just rename this. So it makes sense to probably do this, this and this. That probably. These two probably, which means that one. Which possibly means that one, but that one could also work. Sounds a bit too happy. I'll put it in and see how it sounds, but I don't know, that sounds a bit too happy for my liking. Oh no, that's fine. Actually, that's fine. Put these, say, 25% left. Bring it down a little. Put these 25% right, perhaps. And again, bring these down. I'm not sure how this will do. What if I did it though? Oh no, I'm not really feeling it, but it's still worth seeing. Probably mark it as that so I could select it easier. And say them ones there. Bring them like that. Perhaps like this instead. Maybe a bit longer. Nah. Time to put these in their own patterns anyway. And let's say bring them ones up there. Put them there, put them there, put them there. I can probably get rid of all these since there's no space for them anyway. Ba 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 ba. This is turning out really good so far. I've only been doing it for 2.5 hours now. Damn. Still need to bring those over. These can just come from there, I'd say. Can I delete any more of them? Yes, I can. Can probably get these sorted as well. I'm in the wrong channel now. Put them there. Actually, I can copy paste them over here, so I'll get rid of that as well. Which means I can get rid of even more of those patterns. Don't need that there anymore. Don't need that there. This is just that, so I can bring all this over as well. Probably that. I can get rid of them. Them. I've been doing it a long time, haven't I? Don't need them because they're already covered. Which means I can delete them as well. That's for the most part staying the same actually. It's one of those I want to get rid of, I know that. Maybe brings that up one. This doesn't feel quite impactful, you know. I'm not even sure what I can change. Leave it for now, I think. Did I colour these? No, I didn't. Let's say we're doing A, D, and D sharp. Let's just say that. And why is it 2 up? I can't even remember now. Yeah, it was 2 up, okay. Why exactly did I put that there? I can't remember now. And we'll just take that over. No harm in it. Make these 2, bring them down, put them on 3, put them on 3, bring them down, then put this on 1. Yeah. And select that. Put that down. Actually, no, I'd probably be fine with having another coil, actually. So what we're doing is that. So either A sharp or C sharp. I'll bump this up to A sharp. Put this on 3. Put this on 4 perhaps. Make this unique and put it up 1. I'll put it down 1. I'll put this on 2. Then put this down 1. And I'll just keep on going back to listen to it because I actually like it, you know. Okay, it can work like that, I suppose. I feel like that should be on something else. Just copy this over to be sure. Don't know what I meant to buy to be sure. Shows you how much I'm lacking in terms of commentary. That's cool, actually. So I'm not sure about having that there. There, it's way too quiet. Maybe it's time for a new instrument then. That's shit, isn't it? That's dreadfully bad, that is. Still shit. Well, I probably shouldn't be swearing, should I? This is fucking a lot more solid now. Definitely should layer that though. Oh, not mid brass 12. I don't know there was 12 of them. Meant to copy paste, of course I didn't. I really want to use this instrument, but I just don't think it's working out anyway. Just do not think it's working out anywhere at all. Perhaps if I do that. What if I did that? Not really feeling that either. That's probably the best we're gonna get out of this. Need to turn this down a bit. No, I don't think brass is working out, is there actually? Still not feeling it, man, and it sucks because we're so close to being done. Maybe this. Maybe I put this final bit on strings, maybe? I think that's the best we're getting out of it for genuine. What note is this one? It's a C sharp. Not pitched, so down that'd be A sharp. Done. Wait, no, it's a B. I'm an idiot. A fraud. That's all it is. Just copy it to get the note lengths right. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because again, I'm crediting the geezer. I'm assuming it's a geezer. No, what if it went quiet all the way actually? Put this on a separate channel. And then maybe do this. Make it a bit quieter. Stretch it out just to make it look nicer, I guess. That means you can also get rid of them. If it's there, so I can get rid of that. Can get rid of them. The storage isn't looking too bad either. Considering I've been recording / streaming for 3 hours now, I'd say that's pretty decent. What if I did that and put that lower? I think that's a bit better. Probably bring in the breath noise, you know. Although I think I need to tune this as well. Yeah, it thinks it's at A. It's meant to be at C though. Down 2 more. And a bit. Okay, around 30 more, so. That's much better, I think. Yeah, no, I don't know why I tried doing that. Okay, so where are we on the base? We're on a B. Okay. That sounds pretty decent. This is turning out decent, to be fair, you know. Still wouldn't say I'm completely happy with it, but I guess I'm not angry with it. See, this is brilliant. If I could fit that in anywhere, where would I? Oh, I can't fit it in. Probably for the better though. Which means that can go, which means it's only that that's left really. Then we can maybe put this on the organ. Do that. And then do that. Don't feel like that's right. For some reason anyway. Do I have this? Do I have the soundtrack for this one? That's yeah, I do. Don't know why I wouldn't have if I've got the game down. No, I did. Shows you how smart I am. So, is it just called Guardian? No. What is it called then? It's not them. It's not them. It's not them. Don't think it's any of that. There it is. I've got it 2 down from the original, so I need to pitch it down 2 as well. Don't forget. I'm with you in the dark. Yeah, that seems about accurate. Feel like anyway. Didn't picture these down, did I? Yeah, like that's probably gonna have to do, innit? And I could probably get rid of them because of this. There's something else I can put here as well. Yeah, of course that. And because of that, that can probably go. These can go, which means they can go. No space for them anyway. Can delete them. Maybe paste that down. And these are the ones I've got to turn down. So select them, I guess just do that. And then do that, do that, do that, do that. Grab that one, grab those, grab those, grab those, grab those. Which means I can delete that now and delete that, and now that's all of that done. I think. Still really love the intro I've got here, to be honest. Actually, I don't think it's horrible anymore. I wasn't really liking the shop at first, but yeah. My lord, I forgot to fucking copy this bit over. See, I'm a fraud. Why is all that duplicated then? Select. Why is that like that? I don't recall doing that. Yeah, this is sick now. Okay, yeah, I think it's time to order these now. Move them up because I'd much prefer the drums being at the bottom. And start ordering these. That part was already ordered, fair enough. Move that to 9. Put that in 10. Put this in 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. No, I'm surprised it does show up there, so that makes sense. Now this should be 17 though. Put this at 18. It's at 19. Should that? Yeah. Put this at 20. Yeah, that's not correct. This should be 21. This should be 22. This should be 23. This should be 24. That 25. This 26. This 27. This 28. This 29. This 30. 31. 32. Then it should be 33. And 34. 35. 36. 37. That's all 38, yep. And 39, 40, 41, 42. And 43. How much 44 for? Ah. Makes sense. I never said to do that. Select these and do say one wall. Not sure if this is going to be any better, but I might as well anyhow. No. It's just down here. How could you like this? This is solid. I think that's probably it, to be honest. I'm probably gonna stop the stream as well now, actually. Uh, yeah, might as well, actually.